That's just, remarkable. That's one of the things that drew me to Norway.
Yeah.
So I'm not ashamed to say this. I believe that you are some of the greatest mariners in the world. And I don't say that because I'm sitting here on a Norwegian boat in a Norwegian fjord with 4 Norwegians. I say that out of unbelievable respect. Like, I've had a chance to operate, with your naval forces, and they're just fantastic sailors.
So you've been out sailing now with us for 2 hours.
Yes.
How was it?
It went by too fast.
Yes.
It was fantastic. It had a beautiful day, and as I mentioned when we got underway, it reminded me a little bit of sailing up in the upper New England area of the U.S., up in Massachusetts or Maine, because this time of year where I sail in the Chesapeake, it's not this cool, but today was spectacular, and was the sun climbed up in the sky and it warmed up and the wind picked up, absolutely magical day.
It was okay without socks?
Yeah, it was okay without socks. Yeah. That's our tradition. You can't wear topsiders and put socks on. It's not cool.
Okay.
Yeah.
But you've been sailing a lot, I can understand, from the way you were handling the boat, because this was not a new experience for you.
No, I've been sailing since I was a young boy. I grew up in Michigan on the Great Lakes. And of course, 31 years as a U.S. naval officer. I sailed for the Navy racing team, so I've been sailing a long time. And any day on the water, even in the middle of a storm, is better than any day in the office.
Are you also wearing a Tu Bonita jacket?
I did, yes.
Which tells you that you're a crew of the X-44, which is famous in Norway.
Yes. Canute runs a tight ship and a credible, beautiful yacht and a fantastically capable crew. And I've just really been honored to be able to be part of that crew and get to sail with those gentlemen.
And you sailed Færdeslassen last year?
I did, yes.
Yeah.
In 2018. I missed 2019 because I was asked to come back to Washington, D.C. for some discussions.
It's had to be very important.
That's in my real job.
It's going to be very important, I think. And you will sail again with the Tu Bonita?
I hope so. Yeah, absolutely.
But you're also into wooden boats?
Yes. I think a few boats capture just the historical lines of yachts as some of the wooden boats do. As we originally were going to schedule this interview aboard Aja, a Sparkman & Stevens designed all mahogany yacht owned by Heinrich Fleischer. She's just absolutely beautiful. And I've also sailed with Einar Sissener aboard some of the 12 meters that he owns, and I'm looking forward to going aboard his 15 meter. And of all the places I've traveled in the world, and I've been around to 70-some countries, I've never seen a collection of wooden boats and yachts as I have in Norway. Norway seems to have embraced that, and made it part of your yachting culture. His Majesty had suggested I buy a wooden boat when I arrived here, so I know it's deep in your DNA.
You should buy a Club Swan 50 and compete with him against him.
He would beat me.
What's the differences between sailing here and then in the United States? What's the similarities and what's the differences?
Wow, that's a great question. Well, the weather here tends to be a little harsher, quickly than it does in most places in the U.S. As I mentioned, there are some spots like up off the Maine coast where the weather can turn pretty quickly like it does here. But I think that's probably, the biggest challenge. I mean, sailing a boat, no matter what body of water you're on. The great thing about sailing in Norway, there always seems to be a breeze. That's always good. Just like you said, when we went out today, we didn't think that there would be as much, wind as there was, but it turned out to be a fantastic day to be on the water.
Yeah.